Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick update for anybody who's interested on the 40 breeder reef tank. I believe it's been going for roughly 8 months now since I restarted the tank with new live rock and acid dipped all the old live rock, and everything is doing great. Knock on wood. As you can see, clam's doing great. These zoanthids I got in there, they were about 3 polyps when I got them. Nice big full colony now. Blasto, it was just one small head, and you can see them popping up all around. My rock flower anemone is actually the oldest thing in the tank at this point. It's probably about 8 years old now, I'd say. New stuff. I'm not sure if this guy was in the last video. I got the red rock flower anemone. It's more of an orange color. Hoping that these two will spawn, because the green one spawns all the time, but there's nothing for him to spawn too. I did just pick up this Duncan coral. That was one of the first corals I ever got, was the Duncan, so it's always kind of special. I was bummed out when that one died when the tank crashed, so finally got a new one. Recordia. I'm not actually sure how these guys split, but it looks to me like it's bunching up and it's getting wider, so my guess is it would want to split pretty soon. I just fragged this frog spawn, took about half of it, and traded with a fellow reefer who was nice enough to give me this green, I can't remember the name of this, and also a red dragon SPS, which is back there. Let me go ahead and shut off the pumps so you can see. Get a better top-down view here. My hawkfish is super friendly. He is just a pig and wants to eat everything. But anyway, there's the acro. It's got great polyp extension. It's not exactly set up the same way, so you can see it's a little brown underneath, but that's because it's just the light wasn't hitting it that way before. I had a little problem with this acro for a while. I had a little bit of die off, and you can see, maybe it's tough to see, but I've got a little bit of cyanobacteria on there. And right now I'm dosing Microbacter 7, and this has worked really well. It's not cyanobacteria, it's something else. I can't remember what it's called. Dinoflangis, that's it. And that has worked great in the past to get rid of them. This green SPS and Cripora, I believe it's called, that has done really well. It's probably doubled in size since I got it. I got a little bit of green bowl algae here on this bird's nest, but it seems to be whiting out, and I would probably attribute that to the Microbacter 7. This Monopora is just starting to show some new growth. It's been a very slow grower, but this monocap is just taking off. You can see this thing was probably, I don't know, a quarter of the size when I put it in, and it's starting to do that nice spiral effect, so I really like that. toadstool. It started splitting off at one point. I got it all pissed off for some reason and it split itself, but it seems to be a lot better now. Forgive me with the names, I'm not great with them, but Lepto something, I believe this is. Nice yellow color. That's doing great. These zoanthids, they're like a pink with like a teal in the middle. They just don't seem to wanna grow. I might have gotten 1 or 2 new polyps in like 4 months, so don't know what's going on there. Maybe they're just a slow grower. Pink bird's nest, definitely growing a little bit slower than the, I think this is birds of paradise, but I like the pink a little bit better. I got the Rasa zoos, those are doing good. Those started, I think, with 1 or 2 polyps and got that many now. And then this is another one that I got from fragging that frog spawn. And then we also have this acro up top here, which is a little bit brown, but it has encrusted nicely onto the rock. So hopefully I can get my alkalinity stabilized and get this thing to color up. You can see it's got a little pink in there. There's the clam. The clam's probably my favorite part of the tank. There, I also picked up a red dragon goby, but he likes to hide. He doesn't like whenever I come near the tank. Cardinal fish. This coral here wasn't doing, it's a forest fire digi, I believe. Wasn't doing too hot. I had it placed over on this rock way over here, and I think because it was out of the way of the lights, it was losing color, and it seems to be doing a little bit better now. The newest addition to the tank hardware-wise is this Reef Breeders 24-inch strip. It's got UV and the royal blues. It's a mix. And when I've got the lights on full blast right now, 100%, but if you take off the whites, it just turns this tank into something out of a sci-fi movie. Everything just really pops, and you know, the phone's hard to get a picture of what it really looks like, but the UV really does make this stuff pop. We can go over, I'll turn the blues off. So there's just under UV, and you can see how it makes stuff glow. And it's not noticeable when the light's at full blast, but as it ramps down at the end of the night, it really looks nice. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I've been I feed twice a day a scoop of the bulk reef supply, reef chili, and a couple other dry coral foods, and I just have them land here into this feeding ring. And the 6-line wrasse loves it. He constantly picks at it, and I figure it's just going to slowly float down and feed all the corals, which I think it's doing a good job of because everything's looking healthy. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you want to see anything else. And hopefully I'll keep updating. See how it goes.